What's up, guys? Gaonan here, and welcome to episode 2 of Drafting to Masters. Our last episode didn't go as well as we would have liked, and in case you missed it, I've included the playlist for this season in the top right corner of this video. Also, I'm interested to hear your feedback about the content that I'm producing. We have 3 different series now with the Drafting to Masters, Drafting with Masters, where we co-draft with other players, and then Coaching towards Masters. And speaking of coaching, I just wanted to remind you all, if it's something you're interested in, getting personalized one-on-one coaching session with me, don't hesitate to contact me either on Discord or through my email. You can even hit me up on Twitter, but right now on the screen you should see my Discord information as well as my Gmail. Hopefully this draft goes better though, and we can hit gold and maybe even start working our way through it. So without further ado, let's get into our second draft of the season. Wow, what a first pack. Really like Cliff Diver Mantisaur. Shadowlands Border Scout is very strong. The ability to just keep drawing more and more cards, especially if you pair this with fire and get a nice weapon on here, you're just drawing a ton of cards. Both flyers have the keyword pledge on them as well. Don't think you should really be looking at anything else in this pack. For me, I'm definitely going to take Shadowlands Border Scout here. I think the ceiling is much higher, but Mantisaur is solid and should never be scoffed at, but definitely going to take the rare here and see how it feels. Alright, this is pretty nice for us. We have Carradine Steward as a solid 2-drop. You also have Mighty Strikes, which pairs really well with Border Scout. I don't think there's anything else that you should really be looking at here. There are some other decent cards, but those are the 2 strongest by far. And for me, I'm going to take the Mighty Strikes since it synergizes a little bit more with the Shadowlands Border Scout and see where the draft takes us. Okay, Oni Forge Master is fantastic. Skycrag Base is always nice. Not a whole lot else here for us. A little nervous not seeing more primal than just the Elvish Swindler, but could just be an anomaly, so we'll take the Forge Master and see what else comes our way. Makeshift Barrier is really nice. Token of Honor is good fixing. Lazy Firemane is solid, but I think I'll take the Makeshift Barrier here. It's a solid wall and can win you some games too when you've got a weapon on it and you make this huge flyer. And it's nice because it can play in the late game. It can play both offense and defense because you can attack with it and then transform it back, and it'll have the endurance keyword, which will allow it to block. So I'm going to take the Makeshift Barrier here. Shingain Forge seems reasonable. Fireheart Recruit is also solid. I don't love Forge. It is generally pretty slow, but it is very good if you're trying to renown. So I think normally I would just pick Fireheart Recruit here, and I probably should. Yeah, I think I'll just take Recruit. I just don't like Forge because on turn 5 you're playing it and not doing anything else. So you need to be in a position where you're already ahead, and then you want to continue pumping out units so you can get the weapons from the Forge as well. So I'm just going to take Recruit here. Quick Draw is always solid, and Pledge keyword is also pretty good. Alright, we'll just take the Lazy Firemane here. Not much else for us, so we'll see what happens. Heirloom Seeker, that's really late. Could take that here. Other option is like Iron Hook. I'm going to take the Seeker, probably not venture too much further into Shadow, but I still think this card is strong enough that it's worth taking here. I'm going to take Coastal Huntsman, just a solid 2-drop, and another good Renown body. Another Huntsman, we'll take that. A third Huntsman? Might be too many, but I'm definitely not playing Research Assistant or Runic Protector, so we'll take another Huntsman. We might actually play this Crystal Dirk. We don't have any weapons so far, but hopefully we pick up some nice ones in packs 2 and 3. And Endure. Ooh, man. I really want this Ruination Sledge, but Ice Sprite is also very good. I'm a lot more likely to see another Ruination Sledge, so I'm going to take this Ice Sprite here, even though we desperately want weapons at this point. But I think Ice Sprite's too good to pass up. This time there's really nothing for us. I guess we're going to take Hoof Slash, but not a whole lot here for us at all. Could take like Finest Hour in case you thought you were going to splash for Justice and be in an Ixtin shell, but I'd rather just take the trick that's in our colors, even if it is significantly worse than the Finest Hour. Okay, we're definitely taking this. Justice is wide open. Oh my gosh, and there's a changey stick? Oh. This is one of the hardest picks I've had in a really long time. Rakano Sheriff is bonkers in the Renown deck. Like, it is just so strong. And the fact that you can just activate it over and over again, I think I have to take it. Like, we're more likely to see another changey stick. It's also premium. And, oh gosh, yeah, this is hard, but I'm going to take the Rakano Sheriff. Rusty Grenamotive is a lot of fun. Really like that card. Pretty interesting to see Stone Scar Pickaxe here as well, but we're just going to take Rusty Grenamotive. So we didn't get punished too hard. We see a changey stick. I think that's going to be better for us on average than Island's choices. So I think we'll take the changey stick here. Miner's Musket is good as well, but we really do want weapons to, work with some of our renown synergies, so we're going to take the changey stick. Dragon Breath works with renown. I think that makes more sense than Lightning Strike here, even though both are reasonable. Definitely take this Huru banner for fixing. We'll take the Heavy Axe. We might actually play it, given how low we are on attachments at the moment. We'll take Stranger. Picks that don't really matter. Okay, another Dragon Breath, not bad. Ooh, Linebreaker's Shield is like premium weapon. I think that's worth taking over the Rusty Grenamotive. We already have one. But maybe that's wrong. No, I think Linebreaker's Shield is strong enough that I should take it here. It's just a really nice spellcraft weapon. Gives you some tempo, allows you to play both offense and defense. So I really like this card a lot. Just means we need to value fixing a little bit more highly going forward. Okay, Skycrag Stranger is very good for us. Could also take Grenadin Drone, but rather just have the fixing of Stranger here, even though we probably don't need many more 2-drops. Okay, wow, we got Changey Stick, we got Welding Torch, Iron Fist Archon. Not going to be taking that, but I think we're definitely taking one of these attachments. I already have one changey stick, but that doesn't necessarily mean that 2 changey sticks isn't even better. I just want some of the more powerful weapons to synergize a little bit more with Shadowlands Border Scout, but maybe that's wrong. Guess I'll just take another changey stick. Can't really go wrong with this card. Oni Ronin. Yeah, we'll take it. Slay? Could take Assembly Line, could take Lightning Strike. Probably just makes sense to take the Lightning Strike here. Renegade Valkyrie is pretty splashable and can definitely win some games, so I think I'm going to take it here. There's not much else for us. Guess we'll take Strategize. There's nothing here for us. Campfire Watchman is solid. Flash Freeze is nice. We have plenty of bodies, so I think I'm going to take the Flash Freeze over Watchman here. I don't think we need to stall that bad. I like this guy more in an Elysian shell where you really want to stall on the ground and win in the air. So, just going to take Flash Freeze. I think we'll finally take this Gruan form. Don't see Granite Ring being great for us, but does give Overwhelm, so it is a way to close out games. Yeah, let's take the Granite Ring. Okay, Fixing we won't play. We'll take Fixing and Fasora. So we have 15 units. Don't really need much more early game. We have nothing higher than a 4-drop, which is kind of crazy. We have some decent attachments, but still could use some better ones. And then we have good spells for the most part. Hoof Slash is pretty weak. I think I'm just going to take another Oni Forge Master here. I would like to take Barrel Through or Steel-Eyed Pistolier, but surprisingly enough, we didn't see like a ton of Justice cards come through in packs 2 and 3, even though a shiny Rakano Sheriff was passed to us. So I'm just going to take a Oni Forge Master here. We should just take this Beastmaster, I think. Could also take Grandfather's Axe as just another way to renown, but I think taking another Beastmaster is going to be good for us. Could also take a second Makeshift Barrier. It does buy us time to find the influence we need for Rakano Sheriff, so we can just keep weaponing up our guys and win that way. And Barrier is easier on the influence. You know, we already have 4 Justice cards, one of them being double Justice, and we only have 1 piece of fixing for Justice. I guess 2 with the Stranger, so yeah, I'm gonna take the weaker card and Makeshift Barrier here rather than the Beastmaster. Conflagrate is always welcome, really nice removal spell, so we'll take that here. Brilliant idea. Is there any way we're playing that? I don't think so, but I also don't think there's any way we're playing anything else in this pack. So I'm going to take the Brilliant Idea because I don't think I have a set of them yet. Could take another Forge Master, but I think a second Mighty Strikes is probably better than that. Could also take Sudden Schism, but yeah, I like the Mighty Strikes better. It's just still really strong. I think we probably just take Surveiller here. It's very good with Changey Stick, so yeah, let's take that. Could take Bear Arms, could take Mischief Yeti, could take Grandfather's Axe. Probably do need some better attachments. Like, we don't really want to play Crystal Dirk. I would like Bear Arms, but I just don't feel like I have the fixing to play all these Justice cards. But the power level is so much higher than Grandfather's Axe, I think it might even still be worth taking here. So yeah, let's just take the Bear Arms. Okay, this time we'll just take Frost Talisman, probably not playing it though. Cartographer is fine, we're not going to play a second Frost Talisman for sure. Another Bear Arms, why not? Outrider seems fine, and Court Mage is not bad either. Okay, so we got a ton of playables, and it's probably right to just cut most of the Justice. Like if you just cut Sheriff, Valkyrie, keep the 3 attachments, that's probably fine. We can take out Dirk, can probably take out Frost Talisman, Granite Ring, Hoof Slash, maybe even Heavy Axe. Yeah, let's take that out. Really strong attachments. Seems like we don't need all these spells. Strategize is probably out. Lightning Strike is probably out. So now we need to look at units. Don't think we're playing Outrider. Don't think we're playing Court Mage either. So this is 17 power, which is probably right where we want to be. Our curve is stopping at 4. So I think this is probably our deck. We have 9 1 and 2 drops. Might be a few too many, but I think it'll be fine given how aggressive we want to be. Wish I didn't have all these Huntsmans, but they could be pretty good. Alright, so let's get the banner added to the deck. Alright, so now let's get the rest of the power added. 4 Justice Sources, 9 Fire, and 8 Primal. I think that's fine. We have a couple of Pledge cards too, so I think this is our deck. Just want to close out this portion of episode 2 by saying thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. And once again, if you have any feedback, don't hesitate to contact me, whether it's on Discord, through my Gmail, on Twitter, whatever way you want to contact me, I'm always willing to listen. Even if you just want to talk Eternal, I'm happy to do that too. So next what will happen is we'll go into the games video where we'll first talk about the deck a little bit, how I think it's going to do, and then we'll actually see how it performs in a couple of games. So I hope to see you in the next video.